your career?
I gave up doing shows originally, especially because I was a drag queen originally, and I did the comedian part because honestly, it made me a better host, and also it was good money. I got paid that, but he got jealous and possessive a little bit because people were touching me inappropriately. They did that back in the 90s, 50s. I'm not, you know, and I'm like, look, it's part of the act. You got to get over that. But you know, I loved him, and but I'm back now, and he's settled it fine. There's a, you know, look, we've been together 30 years, okay? Ain't nobody taking me away from him, you know, and I'm not going anywhere. So,
well, you know, that's a good thing
secure.
that you show the world that the LGBT two-spirit pronoun community can have solid and loving relationships. It's good to see that he supports you, but sometimes the touching and all of that, we understand that it's inappropriate, but sometimes it just comes with the business and how you deal with things. And it's good that you handle it in an adult way. I always do that. Before most of my relationships I've had were long relationships. So working in the bars constantly, I always seem to have had an argument with whoever I was involved with because they didn't like people touching me or talking to me. But aesthetically, when you look like a woman and men are just drawn to you, gay men are drawn to pretty things, straight men are drawn to pretty things, people are drawn to pretty things or things that they think are pretty. So it's easy for you to get laid or find somebody that'll buy you a drink or take care of you in a sense. And now, how do you find Polk County for the LGBT community? How is that? What kind of county is that? Is it a supportive county?
Kind of. You have a little bit of support, but for the most part, you are in the South. You are in a redneck community. It has one gay bar in the entire county, and this county is the size of the state of Delaware.
Oh my God!
So it's a huge county. It's pretty much all of Central Florida. You have one gay bar, and you know, we do have a wonderful Polk Pride event. Of course, it got canceled this year, but it's wonderful. It's done in a park, and there's a lot of support. There wasn't any problem. There's a lot of corporate sponsors for it. So there is some, but there's a lot of work to be done, and I plan to do that in the Rainbow.
Oh, okay. Now, when you say that are you actively doing drag now?
I do the celebrity impersonations of Elton John. I'm working on Elvis, and I do camp drag.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'll bring curlers in my hair, and and do like Carrie Underwood's when he cheats, and have a baseball bat in my hand, and go after a straight boy in the audience. But it's all tongue in cheek and stuff. I don't take it seriously anymore because it's just drag.
Oh, okay. So do you do this live or is this lip sync?
It's lip sync for now, but I can sing.
Okay. Do you ad lib your jokes or do you have them off of an album or something?
It depends. A lot of times I do. What I like to do first is I go in before the show, and I talk to the people in the audience and find out what kind of audience I have. So I have some kind of preparedness to go. I even do that when I do a drag show. But I will ask some questions, and I deal by the response of where I'm going to go. I have a kind of a blueprint. Once I had a glory hole wall, which was really fun.
Now, how do the other comedians there treat you? Let's say, is there jealousy or is there rivalry when you walk into the room? Usually if a comedian is famous and he walks into the room, everybody gets nervous or scared. do you guys work together? Do you embrace each other? Or is there a real competition?
We embrace each other, and then each time I walk in the room, I get respect.
Oh, okay. Now, I know that you told me that you were abused sexually. You're a sex abuse survivor. Now, I don't really want to rehash that too much about, because I don't like to bring bad memories up to people. But are you okay now?
Yes, I'm okay. And I just want to say one thing to anybody that has survived it, that that
Mm-hmm.
incident does not define you, and it does define who you are, okay? And
Mm-hmm.
if you are strong enough to survive it, you are strong enough to live on and help others too who are not as strong and who need help.
Okay. Now, I know this is going to be an odd question to ask you because generally when I'm talking to a man, sometimes I found that when I'm talking to straight men, even some gay men, they don't quite understand because there's so many lingos today about how people identify. How is it that you identify?
I identify myself as human,
Okay.
to be perfectly honest. I'm a gay man. I don't have any problem being called gay. I don't let anybody use any kind of slur to give them any empowerment at all. Okay, it's just, to me, it's just a word, and it shows their ignorance.